What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you're here today. We have another banger of an episode coming at you guys. 8 ways to hurt those who hate you. Stoic wisdom. Listen, this one's personal. Okay, this one is close to my heart because I believe that being able to not only identify these different types of behaviors, but then also knowing how to strategically employ them is something that has been important to me for a very long time. So the quote that we're going to be looking at comes from Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. He says, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Now, let's get something straight from the start. If someone hates you, that's not your burden. That's theirs. But I get it. You're human. When someone disrespects you, drags your name, talks behind your back, or throws shade in the open, you want to respond. You want to strike back. You want them to feel what you felt. But here's what Stoicism teaches us. You don't fight fire with fire. You burn brighter. So if you're asking, how do I hurt those who hate me without losing myself? Here are 8 powerful Stoic ways to do exactly that. Let's go. 1. Rise without rage. The thing about people who hate you is that they want to drag you down to their level. They want to prove that they were right about you. They want to prove that you'll break. The loudest pain you can give your enemies is silence and success. Nothing breaks the soul of a hater like watching someone they despised rise anyway. No argument, no clapback, no drama, just growth. While they waste energy attacking you, you build your empire brick by brick, quietly, relentlessly. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." So let them talk. Let them assume. Let them hope you'll fail. Then do the one thing they never expected, that is win. Do it without them, even in your rearview mirror. 2. Control what they can't. Your mind. Fake people, toxic coworkers, bitter exes, they all want the same thing. To control your emotions. Because once they control that, they control you. But here's the Stoic mindset. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Your ability to stay unbothered, unshaken, and in control is what drives them crazy. They say something cruel and you smile. They spread rumors and you stay silent. They try to provoke you and you don't flinch. That calm, it's armor. And it's how you hurt them most, by not letting them see you bleed. Number 3. Starve their relevance. Hater feeds on attention. You want a reaction, a response, a fight, anything that proves you're still playing the same game, but you. You don't feed stray dogs barking from a distance. You keep walking. Here's the truth. The moment you stop reacting, they stop mattering. You take away their one power, your attention, Seneca said. He who does not prevent a wrong when he can is the doer of it. And sometimes the greatest prevention is removal. 4. Live with such integrity. Exposes their lies. Haters are liars. Their whole existence is predicated on a series of false narratives they tell themselves and everyone else. You want revenge? Be so real, so authentic, so consistent in your values that every lie, every rumor, every whisper reflects back onto the liar. Stoicism isn't about faking peace, it's about becoming it. When you live aligned with virtue, when your life becomes a mirror of who you truly are, every lie, every rumor, every whisper reflects back onto the liar. Don't argue to be understood. Let the evidence of your life do the talking. 5. Never match their energy. Elevate from it. This one's hard because sometimes people really test you. They lie, cheat, humiliate, undermine, betray, and all you want to do is match their cruelty blow for blow. But here's the Stoic truth. When you mirror a fool, you become one. Don't sink. Rise. Don't attack. Detach. Don't react. Redirect. They want to play dirty, play disciplined. And that hurts them more than any insult ever could. 6. Become unrecognizable to their version of you. When you first meet somebody, they make assumptions about you. They categorize you. They put you into neat little boxes in their minds. And the more you prove their stereotypes true, the more you reinforce their beliefs. But here's the challenge. Become unrecognizable to their version of you. They built a story about you, a version in their head, weak, broken, petty, angry, whatever they needed to justify their hate. Break that version. It's become so evolved, so radically calm, focused, joyful, powerful, that they wouldn't recognize you in a crowded room. Your growth, it's not just healing. It's revenge. When they finally look back, they won't see the broken version they tried to destroy. They'll see someone they never could have imagined. Number 7, win in private. Flex in silence. The easiest way to inflict damage on your haters is to ignore them completely. In fact, here's a secret. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them a response. Epictetus said, "Don't talk about your philosophy, embody it." And that's powerful stuff. You don't need to convince anyone you're doing well, because the people who love you know, and the people who hate you will hear about it anyway. 8, forgive them without giving them access. This one's tough, because holding on to anger and resentment feels good. It justifies your pain. It gives you a sense of validation. But here's the Stoic truth. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It doesn't excuse what they did, but it releases you from the need to punish them. You forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. If you forgive them without the apology, without the closure, without the final word. But here's the catch. You never let them back in. Forgiveness isn't reunion, it's release. It's saying, I see what you did. I survived it. I learned from it. But you'll never have that power again, and that destroys them.
I'll listen.
We've come to the end of this episode, which means it's time for our daily Stoic journal. I want you to think about these 8 different points, these 8 different lessons. Which one resonates with you? Which one do you feel is the most powerful? And why? Why do you think that is? And I want you to write about that for 5 minutes in your journal. I want you to dig deep. I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to reflect, meditate, think, and be honest. Let it flow. Let it pour out. And then you'll know. You'll have clarity. You'll have purpose. And you'll have direction. I thank you guys so much for spending time with me here today. As always, I love you guys. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.